Good morning. Well, for my first video here, I thought I'd get you acquainted with my home studio in my closet. Well, you kind of have to improvise when you have kids. So I just took this light switch right here and carved out an outlet so I can plug in my amp and a keyboard, laptop. Hey, look at all those cool old school video games. Got some speaker monitors there. Yep, my clothes are in here too, obviously. I've got a cool gun safe. Anyway, I bet you're jealous. So the studio is plug and play ready. That's the guitar I have used for a long time now. I've got a nice set of microphones. Can do all the singing, all the guitar playing, the bass playing, composing, mixing, pretty much everything I can do in here. So it's not much, but it's efficient and it's effective. Something else pretty cool I wanted to share with you. This is sort of my cheat sheet, quick reference set of notes that I use when I'm composing and when I'm mixing and when I'm doing pretty much anything music related. I like to use the standard, circle of fifths. It's really good when you're trying to compose something and you just want to have an idea of what notes might work with a particular set of chords. You want to know what mode you're in or something. It's a really useful tool that most people know about. There's this really knowledgeable guy on YouTube, goes by Frightbox. He mixes and masters music for some of the more extreme metal bands. And he's able to get a lot of punch and a lot of clarity in those mixes, which can be hard to do. And I actually don't have a lot of experience with that. I had no experience a few months ago, and his videos and then these tutorials right here were really helpful to me. So I do reference these sometimes. This last thing I want to show you is pretty interesting. I actually developed this in a spreadsheet. I took all combinations of 3 notes, and there's 12 semitones in Western music. And so anyway, I took all possible combinations of 3 notes, of which there's, something like 500 combinations. And I reduced that down. I got rid of redundancies like octaves, and I got rid of other things that could be seen as redundant. For example, a C, D, and an E together has it's basically the same chord shape as an F, G, and an A. And so I eliminate all those redundancies so I can get to what I'm really interested in with these 3 tones is the spacing between the notes, not the notes themselves, because that just influences the root that you're playing in. But the spacing between the notes is what gives the notes themselves the character. So what I do is I assign all non-redundant possible combinations of 3 notes, and I assign emotions, subjective, they're like, if something sounds mysterious to me or otherworldly to me or terrifying, then I would describe it as such in this chart. And it's really cool because I can, now that I've done all this work, I can take the spreadsheet if I'm looking for a particular type of a feeling that I want to create in a new musical piece. I could reference this chart. I can even do a sort on all of the chords that have that quality. And there might even be combinations of feelings that someone could get from one chord. So really useful writing tool. A lot of people may be shocked to hear that none of the journal material that I wrote for all 3 of our albums used any music theory. I actually didn't know any music theory at all. So this is kind of a new development. I still write very similarly, but the circle of fifths plus some of these tools that I've developed make me lightning fast at coming up with new material. Just combining those tools plus intuition and just a lot of time spent.